Number 31. So they want me to rewrite it. It's expanded out. So as soon as you see a minus sign, no matter where, if you see a minus sign, it's going to be a single logarithm with a base of a. And now, if it has a plus sign in front of it, it goes on top. So the x goes on top. The y has a negative in front of it, it goes on bottom. The z has a plus 2 in front of it, so the z goes on top. But that 2 gets turned into an exponent. X, z squared over y. Choice D. So I want to write it as a single logarithm. I got to bring it together. So I have a 5x and a negative 4y squared. So as a single logarithm, because there's a minus sign, it has to have a division bar, log base a. The 5 is positive, it's going to go on top. X is positive, so it's going to go on top. The 5 gets turned into an exponent. The y squared has a negative in front of it, it goes on the bottom. But the 4 gets multiplied times the 2, so that's going to be to the 8th. So it looks like it's going to be choice B. Number 33. Calculator key in, calculator key in, calculator key in, calculator key in. This one I have to rewrite the key into the calculator. This one I have to rewrite the key into the calculator. So for number 33, I'm going to do this in rapid succession. It's log base. Oh, no log base. It's just log. So the log button is little diagonal to the log base button. So I'm going to hit log, and then it's 3541, 3541, 3.5491, 3.5491. Choice C. ln 52. I'm going to type in ln. That's over there. ln. Notice it. It's right underneath the log. 52. Type it in. 3.9512. 3.9512. They go really quickly if you know how to type it in. This one is log base 7 of 8. Again, just going to type it in. Hit the log base button. Log base of 7 of 8. 1.06862. 1.06. Notice it's positive, not negative. So it has to be choice A. Again, log base 0.86. Log base 0.86 of 3.6. Typing it right in directly, hit the log button. 8.6, right arrow. 3.6, it'll give me the exact decimal that I need. 0.5953, 0.5953, choice A. Now for this one, it's 5 to the x equals 14. So in order to type that into the calculator, I got to change it into logarithmic form with the base box and then the parentheses so I can type it in the calculator. And I really like doing these in the calculator. They generate the answer rather rapidly and accurately. So the 5 is the base. The 5 is going to go down low. See how the 5 is below the x, so the 5 is going to go down low. The 14 slides over to the left, and that's going to equal the exponent of x. So I'm going to type that in my log base button really quickly. Log base 5 of 14, 1.639. So it's going to round the two places to be choice A. 2 to the x, so that's going to be log base 2 of 9 equals x. Log base 2 of 9. 3.1699, 3.17 is the answer. All right, in order to solve this, first thing I'm going to do is divide both sides by 5, and that's going to give me e to the 5x plus 6 equals 4. To solve an e problem, to eliminate that, there's two ways I can do this. I can type this right in just like it looks into my calculator, which most people prefer, or I can start to use logarithms to solve it. I'm going to go with the calculator key in method. In fact, I could have typed the original in without even bringing that 5 over. So if I want to type in 5e, so I'm going to type in 5e, so I'm going to hit shift ln to get the e going, and then I'm going to type in 5 alpha red x plus 6, right arrow. Now this is important. You want to hit alpha equals. You want to hit alpha equals. You want to type that in as such. 20. I have a couple of guesses there, and 2 of them are negative, 2 of them are positive. So I'm not going to hit equals. I'm going to hit shift solve, and now it's going to ask me to guess. So I'm going to guess at 1.477. 1.477. Let's see what happens. It says that was a wrong guess, but my actual answer, and your only answer is correct when that's a 0 on the left, right, and it has x equals up there, and you can see it squeezed out this correct answer right here of 0.923. It's a pretty good calculator. I'm going to do the same method for number 40, and I'm going to guess one of these choices. Now 3 of them are positive and 1 of them is negative. So I'm probably going to pick that as my choice, that 1.353. So let's see how it works. I'm going to type in 17 to the power of 3 minus x. Right arrow. Now remember, you don't want to hit the equals button. You want to hit alpha equals to type it in. And it says it equals 28. It says it equals 28. Now again, you don't want to hit equals. You want to do what it says. It says solve it. So I'm going to hit the solve button. I have to hit shift solve. Shift solve. Now I'm going to type in the positive 1.353 and see if it generates the guess. 1.353. It's guessing. Oh, it's thinking. So maybe it's not 1.353. 1.823. And look, it's the bottom answer. It's generating those answers. Notice there's a 0 at the bottom. I want to see if this one will take the calculator. if I can do this in my solver mode for the calculator, we're going to be sitting pretty. The only question is root 17. If it gives me root 17 as an answer, it won't give me the exact answer. It'll give me a decimal. So I'm real quick going to type in square root 17. And notice the SD, that's going to give me 4.123. So root 17, if I were to guess, would be 4.123. I can immediately get rid of the negative numbers because I'm not allowed to put a negative number in there. I put a negative 4 in here, so it's either going to be B or C. Right now, I know it's going to be either B or C. So let me try to type this whole nightmare in. Log, base 4. Right arrow, alpha red x, minus 4. Right arrow, plus. Notice I'm just typing this in. Log base, 4. Oh, it's getting a little long. X minus 4. Alpha red x, minus 4. Right arrow, equals. Don't hit the equals button. Don't do it. You want to hit alpha red equals. Alpha red equals, and it says it equals 1. Don't hit the equals button. You want to solve it now. So you're going to hit shift solve. And it's asking me to guess. I'm going to guess 6. If 6 isn't right, it'll kick out 4.123. So I'm taking, now you can hit the equals for all I care. Oh, 6 is the right answer. Choice C. Same process for this one. It can't be the negative 8 because negative 8 minus 6 is negative 14. You can't take a log of a negative. Negative root 37 is bigger than 6 because root 36 is 6. So it can't be that one. It can't be this one. And I'm going to guess 8. I'm going to guess 8. I'm not going to circle. I'm going to guess it. Well, that's what's so nice about this. I'm going to left arrow back into my old problem and change them 4s to 6s. So you got the 6 there and a 4 there. Everything else is the same. So I'm just going back arrow and change that 4 to a 6. I'm going back arrow a little bit more. Change that 4 to a 6. Don't hit equals. You still want to solve. Shift, solve. And now I'm not going to guess 6. This time I'm going to guess 8. Boom. Instantaneous. 43. This one looks a little tougher, so I'm going to throw that one in. Again, I can't have a negative answer, so if I throw negative 13 in, not going to work. Can't be choice D. Can't be choice D. So I got a choice of nothing, 0.5, or 13. Heck, I can plug those in. 0.5, I can plug in 13 and see if it works, but I'm going to use the solver. Clearing it out. This time it's just a log, not a log base, so it's going to be log 5 plus alpha red x. Close parentheses, minus, just the word log, x, alpha red x, minus 4, close parentheses, equals, log 2. Whoa, I accidentally hit the equal sign. I yell at everybody, but I'm the first one to do it. You want to hit alpha equals. Notice you can correct your mistake by hitting the back arrow. Log 2, you have to close the parentheses. I know there's no parentheses in the problem, but on the calculator you got to close the parentheses. Now I'm going to hit shift solve, and it wants me to guess. So I'm going to guess 13. It won't work for 0.5 either because 0.5 minus 4 is going to be a negative. So I'm going to guess 13. I hope it's right. If it isn't, it's going to have to be that empty set one. Oh, no. Oh, no, it worked. 13 it is. So it was choice C. For this one, same thing. I'm going to type it in the solver. So I typed it in. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit shift solve. It's going to ask me to guess. Let me see. I don't know. I might have extra answers. I'm going to try 1. That way, if it doesn't work, I know it can't be this one or this one. So I'm going to give 1 a shot. Guess it 1. 1.02. 1.02 is the actual answer. So 1 is not an answer. 1.02 is. If I put 1 in, it would have showed up. So right now, it can't be that one. It can't be that one. So 1.02. 13 divided by 3 is way bigger. 13 divided by 3 is way bigger than 1. So I'm assuming it's going to be this. So I'm going to type in. I got 1.025 as my decimal. 1.02564. I'm going to type in 40 over 39. Watch this. I'm going to back arrow. I'm going to hit shift solve. And I'm going to guess that number. No, I'm going to guess 40 over 39. 40. I have to do divided by 39. I can't do the over-under button in this mode. Whammo. I bet you that's 40 over 39. 40 over 39. Yeah, 1.02564. I didn't know it was repeating, but the calculator gave that to me. So it's going to be choice A. 45, you should know how to enter it in the calculator. Right now, I'm going to actually do it by hand instead of using the calculator. So the plus means I multiply. That's going to give me log base 2 of x squared minus 25 equals 3. All I did was I multiplied this times this. Now the log leg is going to kick that 2 over and push up to 3. So that's going to give me 2 to the third, which is 8. So that's going to give me x squared minus 25 equals 2 to the third, which is 8. I add 25 to both sides. That's going to give me 33. X squared equals 33. The opposite of squaring is square root. I know I'm supposed to add a plus minus, but a negative over here would not work. So it's going to be the square root of 33. Next problem is a print, I believe. How long was 5,500 be in a bank at 8% until it becomes that? So this one, if I go to do the print, you can do it 2 ways. The print, the original amount is that 5,500. The rate is 0.08. Compounded annually, that means n equals 1. And we don't know the time. So I'm going to set up my normal template. 1 plus fraction bar to some power. It's going to be 5500. That's already there, 0.08 over 1. And then 1 times something. So whatever that is, it's going to be one of these. So I'm going to try 1 times 8 and put an 8 in for my Xbox. Now I'm going to type that in and hope it equals that number. 5500 parentheses 1 plus fraction bar 0.08 over 1 right arrow X box. I'm going to try to the 8th power. No, it doesn't equal 946. So here's what's nice. I'm just going to back arrow, and I'm going to change that from 8 years to 6 years. Hoping it equals 9,000. Nope, it doesn't equal 9,000. I'm going to back arrow and change it from 6 years to 7 years. $9,426.03. Notice it's the same as that. So what number was that again? It was 7 years. All right, they're looking for a rate on investment that doubles. Doubles is important. I really don't need this in 3 years. Compounded quarterly. This one's a little rough. This one's a little rough. So since it doubles, no matter what that is, it's going to be 2 over on the left side. Equals P, but whatever P is, it doubles. So it's going to be 2 on the left side. Parentheses, 1 plus a fraction bar to the NT up here. So it's sort of like a print, but whatever P is, it's half. That's half of what it wants to go to. So over on the left side, it's automatically going to be double. So I don't need the P, but the rate is what I'm looking for. The N, it says compounded quarterly. T, 3 years. So let's see what this gives us. I don't know what the rate is, so that's going to be R over 4. And then up here, it's going to be 4 times 3, or 12. So I'm going to start solving this. And how I start to solve that is I use some inverse operators. Not that big of a deal. The opposite of square rooting something, opposite of squaring something is square rooting. So to get rid of that 12, I want to 12th root the left side. And I want to 12th root the right side. And that 12th root, that little 12th root will get rid of that 12. So that's going to give me the 12th root of 2 equals 1 plus R over 4. Now the opposite of adding 1 is subtracting 1. So that's going to give me the 12th root of 2 minus 1 equals R over 4. The opposite of dividing by 4 is multiplying this whole equation by 4. So that's going to give me 4 times 12th root 2 minus 1 equals R. Calculator key in. Calculator key in. So 4 times the 12th root, you're going to hit Shift X box. You're going to hit Shift X box. And that'll give me the 12th root button. So I'm going to type a little 12 in that little box there. Right arrow in, 2. Right arrow again, got to be careful. Minus the 1. Close parentheses. Now, when I hit this, it isn't going to match up with these, because I have to change that number there, 0.23 to 23.7%. Notice they rounded it to 23.8%. So if I move that decimal 2 places over, 1, 2, that's going to give me 23.78%, which is 23.8%. So that one there is choice D. I know the arithmetic's a little tough. Number 48. Compounded continuously problem. Compounded continuously. That's a PERT. So how long will it take this amount? 4,800. That's how much you put in. E, the rate of 0.08. For how long? That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. So for a PERT problem, you take the E and you bring it up here. And then you Xbox the 0.08 times some number. And they give us the numbers to multiply it by. So all I'm going to do is guess and test with 4,800 times that. And I'm going to figure out what that times is. So let's see. I'm going to try first with 14.41. And if I type that in accurately and it equals 15,200, I'll be set. If it doesn't, I'll just back arrow it. So let me get this started. 4,800. 4,800. Shift LN. That gives me the E box. 0.08, the rate stays the same. Times, well, I'm going to try 14.41. We're trying that first number. And let's see if it equals 1,500 or 15,200. Bingo! A little over, but I'll take it. I'll take it. That's going to be the best I can get. So luckily it was the first one. 49. How much will be left in 10 years? This one is really nice. Sample of 300 grams. Decays according to that. How much will be left after 10 years? All I got to do is take that 10 and plug it in for T. So you're just going to calculator key in 300 e to the negative 0.036 times 10. And it'll squeeze out the correct answer pretty rapidly. 300, shift E, E box, negative 0.036 times 10. 209 grams will be left. And there it is, choice D. Number 50. So I have 16 grams of radioactive substance. So I have a chunk of substance over here, and it's equal to 16. And then 3 years later, well, half of it goes away. So from here to here, 3 years, I now only have 8 grams of it. And that time span was 3 years. Now, how much of the substance will be left? 6 years. So that means I go another 3 years. So that means 4 grams will be left. And they want you to type that one in.